Translate and solve. Example 1. A supplier offers 0.92 multiplier to a customer. This is a discount given to that customer. What is 92% of 1,200? So for this problem, instead of solving it the way we've done it before in the past, we're actually going to look at a different type of equation we can look at. So we notice that we have a part of a whole, which is the keywords of is and of, which is then equal to the percent over 100. So for this, we could be solving for various things, either the percentage, the part, or the whole. So for this, when we look at example 1, we see what is 92% of 1,200. So we notice we have the 92%. So that goes there. Then we notice we have this 1,200, which is the of. So this is the whole number. And then what we're solving for then is what is. So it's this part over the whole that we're solving for. So if we go ahead and plug in our numbers, we have x, because we don't know what that is yet, x of, so we have 1,200. And then when we do this percent, we just put 92 over 100. And now we go ahead and just solve for x. And so how we solve for x is we'll just multiply both sides by 1,200. This gets rid of it on the left-hand side, so x is by itself. And now we have 92 over 100 times 1,200. So we just get our calculators out. So 92 over 100. And then we multiply it by 1,200, which is equal to 1,104. And this is in dollars. So this is with the discount, the new price for the customer is 1,104. Now let's look at another example. Example 2. Another supplier offers 0.90 multiplier to a customer. This is a discount given to a customer. So what is 90% of 1,200? So for this, we have the part over the whole, which is equal to percent over 100. The part is, and this is of. Now we go ahead and solve by plugging in our numbers. So we have 90%, which goes here. We have the 1,200, so of 1,200, so that goes here. And then the is part is what we're solving for. So once again, we have x over 1,200, but instead we have 90 over 100. Then we solve for x. We just multiply both sides by 1,200. We get rid of this here. Now x is equal to, we can go 90 divided by 100, which is equal to 0.9. Then we multiply by 1,200, and we get 1,080. So this is the price for the customer with the discount. Now let's look at another example. Example 3. For a job, a welder needs to use 72 inches in length of a 48 by 96 inch steel plate. So what percent of 96 is 72? So we're gonna set up our problem. So a part over the whole. So this is of, this is, which is equal to percent over 100. And now what we're solving for is what percent. So that's what we're solving for, that number there. Then we have of 96. So that's that number there, the denominator. And then we have is 72. So this is 72. The 72 will then go as the numerator. So now we can go ahead and plug in our numbers. So we have 72 over 96, which is equal to x over 100. Now we solve for x, so we just go ahead and multiply both sides by 100. Now we're just left with x, so we have now 72 divided by 96, which is 0.75. Then we just multiply it by 100, and we get 75. And this is for percent, so x is equal to 75%. Now let's do one final example. Example 4. For a job, a welder needs to finish a job. He estimates he's about 45% done with the job and has spent like 6 hours thus far on the job. So 45% of what is 6? So we're looking now for the total hours. So 45%, so we have the part over the whole. The whole is of, and then on the top is, and we get percentage over 100. Now we just plug in our numbers. So we have 45 over 100. We have is 6. So that goes here. And what we're solving for is this of, this like whole number here. Of what? So that's what we're solving for. You plug it all in, so 45 over 100 is on the right hand side. And then on the left we have the top number, which is 6. And on the bottom we don't know what it is, so we're solving for it. So we'll just put x. So an easy way to solve for this would be to cross multiply. So what we're going to do is multiply across. So we go 6 times 100. That is equal to 600. 45 times x is just 45x. Now we need to solve for x. We just go ahead and divide by 45 on both sides. So this gets rid of it on the right hand side. And x is equal to 600 divided by 45, which is equal to 13.33. And we'll just keep it there, so we'll round to the nearest hundredth. So this is 4 hours. So this is what we're solving for.